The bright sun of Virelia shone over the sprawling academy campus, its metallic towers gleaming like mirrors in the early morning light. Students from hundreds of star systems wandered the courtyards, chatting in a dizzying array of alien languages. Some had wings, some had scales, some had 6 eyes or extra limbs, and yet all of them shared the same purpose: learning to master interstellar strategy, science, and combat simulations. In the center of the main courtyard, a large holographic board flickered to life, displaying a new announcement. The text glowed in multiple languages, ensuring every student could read it. Temporary ban on human participation in advanced tactical simulations, effective immediately. The words seemed to hang in the air for a moment. Then, laughter erupted. High-pitched giggles, throaty chuckles, even vibrating hums from the winged students. "Did you see that?" A blue-skinned alien with 3 eyes asked, nudging his companion. "They actually think humans can do these simulations." "What a joke! Humans are fragile," another chimed in, her scales rattling. "They can barely walk on our gravity without stumbling. And now they want to compete in high-level strategy? Ha!" In one corner of the courtyard, a small group of humans stood silently, observing the scene. Their faces were calm, but their eyes burned with quiet determination. Commander Rylan, the oldest and most skilled among them, stepped forward. He was tall, with short brown hair and piercing green eyes that seemed to notice everything. He looked at the crowd of laughing aliens and smiled faintly, though there was no humor in it. "They laugh because they think they understand us," Rylan whispered to his companions. "But they don't. Humans are unpredictable. And unpredictability is a weapon." The other humans nodded, a mix of nerves and resolve crossing their features. Among them was Lyra, a young human prodigy known for her uncanny ability to solve complex problems in moments. She tilted her head, observing the alien students. "They don't see the strength in creativity," she said softly. "They rely on rules. We bend rules." Meanwhile, the alien students continued to mock the humans. Holographic projectors around the courtyard displayed human fail charts, illustrating exaggerated scenarios of humans failing spectacularly at various tasks. One showed a human tripping over a training drone. Another depicted a human misunderstanding a tactical command and accidentally shutting down half of the simulation. The aliens roared with laughter. Rylan, however, remained unshaken. He knew that alien arrogance was a constant across civilizations. They were intelligent, yes, but they lacked one key human quality: the ability to think beyond what seemed logical. The head of the academy, a tall, silver-scaled alien named Master Kelthar, floated down from his office balcony. His presence silenced the crowd immediately. "Students," Kelthar began, his voice resonating like a deep bell, "I know this ban may seem harsh to some. Humans are indeed capable, but their methods differ greatly from what we expect. This ban is temporary. It is not a judgment of ability, but a measure to ensure fairness in training." Several alien students rolled their eyes. "Fairness?" A green-skinned student with 6 fingers muttered. "This is fear disguised as fairness. Humans can't keep up with us." Kelthar's eyes flickered with a hint of impatience. "You underestimate humans because you do not know them. Observe, and perhaps you will learn." The humans exchanged glances. That small statement was all they needed. If the aliens underestimated them, it meant they could plan, adapt, and strike where it mattered most. Over the next few days, life at the academy went on as usual, though the humans were excluded from all advanced simulations. They spent their time in the observation rooms, watching alien students compete. What they saw only strengthened their resolve. Alien teams relied heavily on pre-programmed strategies. They followed precise formations, repeated the same tactics in every simulation, and often failed to adapt when unexpected variables appeared. Humans, on the other hand, thrived in chaos. Even in observation, they noted flaws and predicted outcomes that aliens themselves overlooked. One evening, in a quiet observation room, Rylan gathered his team. "We may be banned from the simulations," he said, "but we are not powerless. We have something the aliens lack: creativity, intuition, and the ability to work together in ways they cannot predict. We are going to record everything, every mistake, every weakness. And then, we will show them. Lyra nodded, her fingers flying over the controls of the observation console. We'll need to be careful, she said. If they catch us, they might block our access entirely. Rylan smiled faintly. Let them watch. Let them think we are out of the game. That underestimation is our greatest advantage. Days turned into a week, and the humans quietly documented every simulation, every alien error, and every overconfidence moment. They used drones and hidden cameras to capture footage, noting patterns in alien behavior. It became clear that while aliens were stronger, faster, and more numerous in some cases, they were predictable. Humans, on the other hand, could improvise, adapt, and turn even failure into opportunity. Word of the humans' plan began to spread among a few curious aliens. Some of the younger students watched from afar, intrigued. Why don't the humans just accept the ban? One asked quietly to a friend. They are not afraid, the friend replied. That's what makes them different. They don't see limits the way we do. As the week drew to a close, the humans prepared to compile the footage into a single presentation. They had observed every simulation, every tactical exercise, and had recorded not only the aliens' mistakes but also how humans could counter them if allowed to participate. The day before the showcase, Rylan addressed his team. This is more than a simple demonstration, he said, his voice firm. This is proof that humans belong here. They think they can ban us because we are different, because we are unpredictable. But today, we will show them that unpredictability is not weakness, it is strength. Lyra leaned back in her chair, a small smile forming. I never thought I'd enjoy this so much, she admitted, watching them underestimate us, while we quietly prepare to prove them wrong. It feels powerful, Rylan nodded. Remember, we are not here to humiliate. We are here to teach. Let them learn respect. The next morning, the courtyard buzzed with excitement. Alien students speculated about what humans might be doing in secret. Some still laughed, certain that the humans would fail spectacularly. Others, the quieter and more thoughtful students, wondered what the humans were capable of. No one, however, expected what was about to happen. The humans had arranged for the footage to be ready for the Academy's interspecies showcase, an event that drew the attention of every student and faculty member. The holographic projectors were hidden, the footage preloaded, and the humans were ready to reveal the truth behind their quiet observation. As the alien students prepared for their exercises, joking and betting on human failure, Rylan whispered to Lyra and the others, remember, we are not just humans. We are a force of creativity, teamwork, and adaptability. Let's show them the future of strategy. With that, the humans retreated to their observation room, ready to watch as their plan unfolded. Outside, the aliens laughed, unaware that their greatest lessons were about to come from the very species they mocked. And so, the stage was set. A simple ban, intended to humiliate and exclude humans, had instead become the spark that would ignite a lesson in respect, ingenuity, and the unexpected power of humanity. The courtyard echoed with alien laughter one last time, but soon, that laughter would be replaced with astonishment. The game had only just begun. The Academy's halls were alive with excitement. Alien students rushed between classrooms and training arenas, discussing tactics and past victories. Many still laughed at the humans' ban, confident that even if humans returned, they would never match alien skill. In a quiet observation room hidden deep within the Academy, Commander Rylan and his team worked tirelessly. Screens flickered with holographic images of alien exercises. Each drone recording captured subtle patterns, weaknesses, and predictable reactions. Every movement of the alien students was logged, analyzed, and compared. Lyra leaned over a console, adjusting the footage speed. Look at this, she said, pointing to a simulation in which a four-armed alien team executed a flanking maneuver. They assume no one can anticipate them. But their timing is off by just a second. If we were allowed to participate, we could exploit that delay every time. Rylan nodded, tapping his fingers on the console. Exactly. They rely too much on repetition. Humans don't repeat, we adapt. And adaptation beats repetition every single time. The other humans, younger students who had quietly observed the alien arrogance, shared notes and strategies. They discussed the aliens' overconfidence, their predictable over-reliance on tech, and their lack of improvisation. In every simulation, humans identified at least 3 points where a small intervention could turn the outcome completely. "Are we really going to show them all of this?" asked one of the younger students. "I mean, won't they be angry?" Rylan shook his head. "Not angry, respectful. They'll finally understand why humans cannot be underestimated. This isn't revenge. It's proof of skill." For days, the humans compiled the footage into a single holographic presentation. They highlighted every instance where humans, if allowed to participate, could have succeeded against superior numbers, advanced tech, and alien strategies. They marked the patterns, the mistakes, and the predictable assumptions the aliens made. The human team worked tirelessly, often late into the night, ensuring every detail was clear. Meanwhile, the alien students continued their exercises, oblivious to the preparation happening in the shadows. They showed off their speed, precision, and advanced technology. Some humans could not help but smile quietly at the overconfidence displayed so openly. One evening, as the academy quieted, Rylan gathered the humans around the table. "Tomorrow, we present the footage," he said. "But this is not just a display. We need to explain our methods, why humans succeed where others fail, and how creativity and teamwork make us unpredictable." Lyra nodded. "We can do that." They don't understand unpredictability. They've never faced it in a system designed for rigid control. Once they see it, they'll have to respect us. The following day, the humans positioned themselves in the academy's main hall. Alien students filed in, chattering and joking. Many of them had heard rumors that the humans had prepared something special, but few took it seriously. Even Master Kelthar observed with a quiet curiosity, intrigued by the humans' confidence. The holographic projectors powered on, displaying a calm, silent sequence of images. At first, nothing seemed remarkable. Then, the footage began to show the alien simulations, highlighting errors and unexpected outcomes. A green-scaled student laughed. "What is this? More human whining?" Then the first moment struck. A simulation where an alien squad attempted a coordinated attack but failed due to an overlooked variable. The footage zoomed in, showing how a small human adjustment could have neutralized their advantage entirely. The laughter faded into murmurs, eyes widened, alien students exchanged nervous glances. Rylan's voice echoed calmly through the hall. "You assumed humans could not adapt. You assumed we were predictable. The truth is the opposite. Humans think creatively, work together, and exploit weaknesses you fail to notice. Watch carefully." The footage continued, showing more complex exercises. Humans had simulated counter-strategies for every alien move. Every trick, every trap the aliens set, was countered before it could succeed. The demonstration was methodical, showing the sheer ingenuity of human thinking. Some alien students began to realize what was happening. A student with 4 eyes whispered to his companion, They're actually analyzing us. And they're right. Every mistake, every assumption, it's all recorded." The murmurs grew. Confidence cracked. Alien students who had laughed so loudly now stared in disbelief. Even those who had doubted the humans felt a strange mix of admiration and unease. Rylan continued. "We were banned because you assumed our methods were inferior. But unpredictability is not weakness, it is strength. Humans succeed where others fail, not because we are stronger, but because we think differently." The footage revealed a series of simulated outcomes, each more impressive than the last. Humans had devised strategies that used minimal resources to achieve maximum effect. They had leveraged alien mistakes against themselves, turning overconfidence into vulnerability. The hall was silent now, every alien student captivated. Lyra stepped forward. "We don't boast to humiliate," she said. "We show this so you understand that respect is earned through observation, understanding, and adaptability. Humans are not inferior. We are different. And difference can be the greatest strength of all." Master Kelthar, who had been quietly watching, floated forward. His silver scales reflected the holographic light. "Remarkable," he said. "You have not only observed but understood. Your preparation, patience, and insight are extraordinary." The alien students could no longer deny the truth. Their laughter was gone. Some bowed slightly, a gesture of respect among their species. Others whispered among themselves, revising the assumptions they had held about humans for so long. Rylan smiled faintly, knowing the first step had been taken. The humans had not only proven their worth, but had done so with humility, intelligence, and teamwork. The footage was more than a demonstration, it was a lesson in respect, strategy, and ingenuity. Even the most arrogant alien students learned something that day. They realized that strength and speed were not always decisive. Creativity, adaptability, and cooperation could surpass even the most advanced technology. And humans, underestimated for so long, had shown that these qualities were theirs in abundance. By the end of the day, the humans had won more than respect, they had opened a door. The temporary ban, intended to humiliate, had instead become the stage on which humans proved their unparalleled abilities. And the aliens, for the first time, understood that underestimating humans was a mistake no civilization should ever repeat. As the hall emptied, Rylan turned to his team. "This is only the beginning," he said. "They've seen what humans can do. Next, we will show them how humans can teach, guide, and inspire even the most advanced students." Lyra smiled. They laughed at the ban. Now, they will remember what they saw today for the rest of their lives. And so, the humans quietly celebrated not for victory over others, but for the quiet triumph of showing the universe that their species, often underestimated, possessed a brilliance that no one could ignore. The stage was set for the final part of the story, where humans would take their rightful place not just as participants, but as mentors, demonstrating that ingenuity, creativity, and teamwork were the greatest strengths any species could possess. The Academy's main hall was buzzing with anticipation. Word had spread quickly among the students. The humans had shown remarkable skill in observation, and their hidden footage had revealed weaknesses in alien tactics. Many of the younger aliens were curious, some excited, but the more arrogant students were still skeptical. They remembered the humans' ban and assumed it was merely a lucky coincidence. Commander Rylan and his team prepared for the final demonstration. This was no longer about proving humans could participate, it was about showing why humans could teach, guide, and inspire even the most advanced species. "Today, we don't just reveal the past," Rylan said, addressing his human team. "We show the future. Every species has strengths, but humanity has a gift for turning weakness into opportunity, chaos into strategy, and creativity into power. Let's show them." Lyra adjusted the holographic projectors. "They'll be watching everything. Their attention will be on the images. But they'll see our methods too. Let's make it clear, step by step, why humans succeed." The alien students filed into the hall. Holograms flickered to life, showing past simulations in which humans had been absent. As before, the footage highlighted alien mistakes and moments of overconfidence. But this time, the humans didn't just point out errors. They demonstrated how humans would have succeeded using creativity, quick thinking, and teamwork. A six-limbed alien snorted. "This is nothing new. Humans just imagine things. It will not work in real life." Rylan smiled slightly. "Then watch carefully." The first demonstration began. A holographic battlefield appeared, filled with alien troops, drones, and advanced weapons. The humans had overlaid their potential strategies. Where aliens had followed predictable formations, Humans had suggested adaptable maneuvers, small teams flanking, decoys confusing enemy sensors, and unconventional use of terrain that alien students had overlooked. The aliens watched in silence. Slowly, murmurs began. They thought of this? Whispered a student with wings. Humans could really do this? Rylan stepped forward, explaining each move with calm precision. Observe. They rely on repetition. We adapt. Every time they assume an outcome, we prepare for something unexpected. Humans do not follow rules blindly. We create opportunities where none seem possible. The demonstrations continued. Humans highlighted how small interventions could dramatically change the outcome of a battle. They showed how teamwork amplified individual strengths and how adaptability allowed success against overwhelming numbers. One of the younger alien students raised a hand. If this is true, then humans are stronger than us? Rylan shook his head. Not stronger. Different. Our strength lies in our thinking, our creativity, and our willingness to cooperate. That makes humans unpredictable. And unpredictability is powerful. The alien students, once arrogant and dismissive, now watched with growing respect. The laughter that had greeted the human band was gone. In its place was astonishment. Master Kelthar floated forward, silver scales reflecting the holographic light. I have observed countless species in my time, he said, but I have rarely seen intelligence applied with such imagination and clarity. Humans, you teach us a lesson we needed to learn. Respect for those who think differently is as important as respect for those who are strong. Rylan nodded. Thank you, Master Kelthar. That is all we ask. Humans do not claim superiority. We only wish to show that underestimated ability can achieve remarkable results, and that cooperation and creativity can turn limits into opportunities. The room remained silent for a moment, every alien student absorbing the truth. Slowly, applause began, not from everyone, but from enough students that it grew into a chorus of approval. Even the previously arrogant students clapped, some reluctantly, acknowledging the humans' ingenuity. Lyra smiled. We could have proved this with brute force, she said quietly to Rylan. But showing them, step by step, made them understand. That's the real victory. Rylan agreed. They had to see it themselves. After the demonstration, the Academy officially lifted the human ban. Not only that, humans were now invited to lead training sessions. Their methods, creativity, problem-solving, teamwork, and adaptability were recognized as valuable lessons for all students. The following weeks were transformative. Human mentors guided alien teams through exercises, helping them see the value of unconventional thinking. Winged aliens learned to use terrain unpredictably. Scaled aliens learned to cooperate across their usual hierarchies. Even the most confident alien students began adopting human strategies, blending them with their own strengths. One day, Rylan observed a mixed team humans and aliens executing a complex simulation. Humans coordinated with aliens seamlessly, predicting outcomes, improvising solutions, and achieving objectives far beyond what either species could have accomplished alone. This is exactly what I hoped for, Rylan said quietly. They are learning from each other. That's how progress happens, not by proving one species is better, but by combining strengths. Lyra nodded. And they will never forget the lesson. Underestimating humans is no longer possible. Even the Academy's faculty took note. Master Kelthar addressed a council of instructors. The humans have shown that intelligence is not limited to strength or speed, but to creativity, adaptability, and collaboration. Their example will influence our teaching for generations. For the alien students, the experience left a lasting impression. Some had laughed at the humans' ban, certain of their superiority. Now, they realized that arrogance could blind even the most advanced minds. Respect, careful observation, and willingness to learn from others, no matter how different, were true marks of intelligence. By the end of the semester, the Academy had changed. Humans were no longer outsiders. They were respected peers and mentors, teaching lessons that extended beyond tactics and strategy. They showed that strength was not only in physical power or advanced technology, but in ingenuity, creativity, and the courage to think differently. Rylan and Lyra often walked through the academy gardens, observing students practicing together. Alien and human students ran simulations side by side, exchanging ideas and learning from each other. "Who would have thought," Lyra said, smiling, "that a ban could lead to this?" Rylan chuckled softly. They laughed at the ban, but laughter turned into learning. That's the human way. In the final scene, the hall of the academy displayed a large holographic message for all students. Strength is not only in power. True strength lies in creativity, teamwork, and the courage to think differently. Humans teach us this lesson today. The alien students looked at the message, some with pride, some with humility, and all with a new respect for humanity. They had learned that underestimating humans was a mistake, one they would never repeat. And as the sun set over Virelia, its golden light reflected off the academy towers, the humans walked quietly among the alien students. They did not boast. They did not mock. They had earned something far more valuable: respect, understanding, and a place in the future of the Interstellar Academy. For the humans, the journey had started with a ban meant to exclude them. But it ended with the universe recognizing that ingenuity, adaptability, and courage define humanity's true strength. And so, the legend of the humans at Virelia Academy spread across the galaxy. A species once underestimated, now celebrated for the very qualities that others had dismissed. The story closed not with victory over others, but with a lasting truth: never underestimate humanity.